And they know it. They felt it from their coaches. They know how much this rivalry matters. Such a cool look in the stadium. Half blue and orange, half red and black. This game is always so cool and so unique, located here in Jacksonville.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the... Get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Cochran. Turning it on.
I'll tell you what, these big body tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Made a defender miss. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Slater. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to...
Touchdown, Georgia! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators offense has its first opportunity of the day. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab on the right. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. That last play changed everything. possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Cochran. Trying to take it back. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Waits to grab on the left. Got some room into the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Bulldogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Down here, he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this deep. Will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Now the play fake. And the quarterback on up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their 1st sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Going right to work up top. He caught it. They stop him just a leak or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for room, it's Jordan. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Smashes ahead. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Slams it ahead. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to slam it in. He is is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Back has it. Finds a little space. There he goes. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. They'll ride the hot hand, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat about Florida. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye, the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw.
There we go.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wide receiver comes in motion. Run it with the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to run it to the right. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Gators will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Cochran. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Thrust that arm out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Georgia sends out the punt team. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Make me a play, maybe even 1-on-2. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Ruiz. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. The play action fake. He lets one fly deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off play action on first down. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Gators. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback. But those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Stanford.
That's caught. It's Mendoza.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. The Dogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense.
There you go.
Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball.
Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Keeps looking downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. They'll be able to snap it once more before the end of the half. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Rides to the back. Nice move to keep running. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs.
He'll start the return inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets the back moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cruz. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw again. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Florida. And the comeback is on. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, the running back has it. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Jordan. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Mendoza. They'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks in Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Can't get him to the ground. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Cherry. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cochran. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. It's Diggs. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Buys a little time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. This should be the last play of the quarter. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Gator! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep.
Breaks into the open. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cochran. How about this backer and pass? And bringing the big hit stick with him, too.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Shoots it to the left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
It is very tough when you're a secondary player to cover guys for long periods of time. Great job by the secondary, taking away all the options, even when the pass rush didn't get home.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Mendoza. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
Jukes his way for more.
You got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Nice job by the defense, shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And here comes the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Lost a throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense start.
Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. He'll get rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees call it.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Using his feet. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Turning it on. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone is on that section. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty at 2nd and 6. He leaves it with the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on to return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Power football with the run. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's Massey. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A little release to the back. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights, it's good. Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold it. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Quick release on the RPO. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. And they'll get to the line and spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Finds his man. It's Mendoza. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He'll spike the ball to try to save every... second he can. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Floats it out in space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State.